Hey everybody, Ed Downs here, and um, hold on, let me just share my screen. There we go. Awesome. So Ed Downs here, and welcome to another exciting edition of Local Niche Blueprint coaching program. So it's been quite a week. This has been one of the busiest weeks that I've had in recent history. A lot going on. um, Daughter had her appendix out this week, and we're getting ready for the local summit next week. And we are also or my company is getting ready for, we're a sponsor at Entrepalooza next week. It's the same weekend as local summit. So I'm going to be spending Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Santa Barbara, and then early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, I got a flight from Santa Barbara to Phoenix, Arizona. Get in Friday morning, and then I'm there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Arizona at local summit. So it's gonna be a crazy busy weekend. I'm a sponsor at the local summit. Have a table there. I'm sorry, a sponsor at Entrepalooza. They're the software company that creates SendPepper. So I'm a sponsor there. So I have a table there. And then Kevin Wilkie and I have a table at local summit together, jointly. And also I'm going to be presenting all about local automation and designing and building local sales funnels. I'm going to be presenting that Saturday afternoon at local summit. And then Sunday, I'm running a workshop, an all-day workshop with Kevin Wilkie and Rob Warner from Invisible PPC. The three of us together are going to be doing an all-day workshop where we're going to talk about how to maximize the use of pay-per-click. You know, Rob's pay-per-click Invisible PPC, Boost My PPC tool that probably most of you have heard of. But using his program and combining it, building out a niche-based sales funnel for that. So it's going to be a really exciting day. We're going to be basically talking about how to use his whole tool and infrastructure as a lead magnet and a tripwire to bring people in, get them on board at a low price point as a client, and then take them through a strategy session as part of the onboarding process and convert them to larger scale clients where we build sales funnels and follow-up campaigns and lead capture and nurture and all that fun stuff. So it's going to be a really exciting, next week's going to be jam-packed. So, excuse me, since a lot of you are going to be at local summit and I'm going to be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, next week's call is not going to take place. The good thing is the next week is a catch-up week, week 7. So what we're going to do is we're just going to tack the week 7 call onto the end. So we're going to have 2 wrap-up calls at the very end where we can talk about advanced topics and what to do next and the whole process of bringing clients on board and all that fun stuff. It's still going to be a catch-up week next week. We just won't be doing the call. We'll have 2 calls at the end. And then obviously if you have any questions or you get stuck, we can do our one-on-one session together, or you can submit a ticket, or you can certainly send me an email, and we'll talk that way. Excuse me, forgive me. Allergy season for me here in North Carolina. So anyway, that's what's going on in the life of Ed over the next week. Going to be super busy, and that's about it. So anyway, I hope everybody had a really great week, and I hope that everybody is taking action. And let's take a little question here. So let's see, where are people connecting from today? So type in the question box where you're located today, and also let me know what you're up to this weekend. Here it's a beautiful fall weekend here in North Carolina. The air is crisp. The pumpkins are in stock everywhere you go. I think I might get a pumpkin this weekend, and maybe go see a movie and maybe do some hiking. So where are people, and what are you doing this weekend? I'm just curious. So we got Bonnie's from Calgary. All right, Bonnie, and we got Janita in Phoenix, Arena in Jacksonville. Awesome. And Arena says she'll find something to do in town and on the beach. Oh, I'm jealous. I do love the beach. Let's see, Joseph in Virginia, headed Monday to Phoenix, so we'll be spending quality time with the wife of 41 years this weekend. Wow, good, Joseph. Congratulations. That's 41 years is pretty remarkable, pretty amazing. Let's see. Bonnie has meetings and food show. Ooh, a food show. I bet that's awesome. I'd come out of there stuffed. I would be sampling everything they have. I'm one of those food samplers. I look like a chipmunk when I'm walking through the grocery store or a Sam's Club because my cheeks are packed with free snacks. I'm definitely a free snack guy, especially ice cream. Mint chocolate chips, my favorite. So anyway, we got it's a small group here today online, so this call might go relatively quickly. But what we're going to cover today, first, I am going to demonstrate how to install the done-for-you local niche blueprint package code into a SendPepper account, and to show you how that's done. We created a nice document this week that goes step by step, click by click on how to install that package code. That should be in the members area under module 4 now, so that you open that document, it has the package code right in there, so you don't have to even go to support for that, and then it goes click by click on how to install it. Plus, I'm going to go over it today in this video so that you also have that as well, so people can go ahead and get that installed and be all caught up. Next week's a catch-up week, so that's pretty exciting. So, excuse me. Let me see what I got going on here. Let's see. This here, I'm sure, here at Local Mastery Academy that's the what Kevin and I. This is the design for the banner for the table that we're going to have at the summit next week. So I was having the banners done up. I did the design. Let's see. I'm going to open package code. Here we go. So when you open this document, basically instructions for installing a local niche blueprint package code in SendPepper in Office Autopilot. So first I'm going to walk through this. So here's the package code. That is the package code. This is what you're going to be copying and pasting. It's version 2.0, so when you install it, it'll be LNB2 is what the package is called internally. So it just says, hey, happy to have you as part of this program. I know you've been patient and waiting to get your hands on this package code to get your local niche blueprint funnel up and running. Please follow the steps to install. If you have any problems, submit a ticket at support@nitrosupport.com. So then, first, you're going to sign up. So this is the level that you want. You want the habanero level, which is the $79 a month level. This link here, excuse me, is clickable, and it'll take you right to the page where you will sign up for the habanero level. The reason you have to be at this level, well, you don't have to be. The difference, though, between this and the $29.99 a month level is the jalapeno level, which is the $29.95 a month level, does not do landing pages. So you'll be on your own to create landing pages elsewhere. So if you're going to use like leadpages.net or one of those types of page builders and build your own page, then you can certainly use the jalapeno level. You'll just have to, handle your pages outside of your SendPepper account. If you want the done-for-you pages with the video and all that we've already done for you in the system, you're going to want the habanero level, which is the $79.99 per month level. So that's what's going on there. Excuse me. Step 2, you're going to log in to SendPepper, right? So you're just going to log in once you've created your account. You're going to log in. Pretty basic. You just go to sendpepper.com and use your email and password that they sent to you when you sign up. Then you're going to click, you're going to go to the top right corner here, and you're going to click the link that says My Account. See where the red arrow is pointing? Then you're going to click the link in the middle of the page that says Change Subscription. That is going to bring you to this page where you'll scroll to the bottom of the page and you're going to see a section called Packages. And you're going to click the link that says Add a Package. Now you can see in this screenshot, Local Niche Blueprint, the 1.0 version is already installed in this demo account. This is the demo account that we use to demonstrate things. And that's fine. We're going to install the LNB, the new package called LNB2 to differentiate. You don't need both. The old package is basically retired in favor of the new package. The new package has everything the old package has, but improved and additional, has basically the 12 done-for-you niches, which is pretty cool. So you're going to copy the package code and you're going to paste it into this little box here. See where it says package code? You're just going to paste it right in that box. Now you want to make sure that you have no empty spaces in front of or after the package code, and then you're going to click Add Package, right? Click Add Package button after you've pasted the package, and then step 8, you're done, right? So pretty cool stuff. So let's go through this and actually do it. So I have my demo account here open, and I am going to look at, I'm going to copy the package code. I'm going to look at step number 1. Logged in, I'm already logged in and signed up, so I can go right down to step 3. I'm going to click on the My Account. So up here in the corner, see right up there? My Account. And of course, when you demonstrate things, things open slowly on the internet. So just wait. There we go. And you can see I've had this account for a while. Look at all these months of billing. Pretty funny. And let's see, change subscription right here. We're going to click on that. There we have it. So we have this page here. It just tells you what level you're at. You know, this is the current level. You can upgrade to Pro if you want to have API access and things like that, and integrate your shopping cart and create products and do automatic billing. That's, you know, a Pro account. If you're going to do your own pages in Lead Pages or another page builder, you can do Jalapeno. But Habanero is going to give you the full functionality of the package that you're going to install here. And so then you're going to scroll down. Office Autopilot is the adult version of SendPepper, or not the adult version. That's probably a bad way to put it. It's the they call it SendPepper's big brother. That's a perfect way to put it. So you're going to come down here and we're going to click Add a Package. We're going to paste the code. I just want to make sure there's no spaces after and no spaces before. And then I'm going to click Add Package. It's going to say, are you sure you want to install this package or add this package? Yes, it verifies that it's $0 per month to add the package. The cool thing about a package is you can do a dollar value, and you can actually charge people for packages that you create, you know, monthly. This package is just part of this program for you, so there's no additional cost for that. It's just a convenience thing for you. And by no means do you have to have SendPepper. You can certainly take the raw materials that are in Module 4 of the members area and the Word documents, and you can just copy and paste that stuff into your own autoresponder if you want. But if you want to have the done-for-you stuff automatically done for you, and rather than having to do that, that copy and paste, SendPepper is the way. Excuse me, SendPepper is the way to go. So I'm going to confirm it's installing. It's going to take a minute because there's a lot of stuff to install. Here we go, package installed. Beautiful. So you can see here now the package is listed here. Among the other packages, the Doomsday 3.0 is there, the referral campaign is there, the Local Niche Blueprint 1, and then Local Niche Blueprint 2, or LNB2, is also installed. So what does that mean? Well, that means we got a bunch of stuff here. So let's take a look. We're going to look at LNB. So I'm going to sort. So you see here, these are all of the landing pages that are done, right? Let's see what one of those babies looks like. So this is one that's done. Now, right here, this is where the video is. You can't see it in preview mode, but it is there. The video file is embedded there. You can certainly create your own video using the Fiverr resource in the members area, and then take that video, upload it to YouTube, wherever you want, and then embed the video code right here is where you would embed it. Also, you can certainly take that video file and you can go into, admin settings, and you can go into the video manager, and you can upload the video right here. You would just basically do new video, you'd give it a name, you'd upload the video, and it'll list it right here in the video manager, and then you can feel free from there to then put the video in your landing page. And what you would do is you would delete this, and then instead you would do new item, video, and you would basically pick the style of player, and then you would select which video you want. And there are no videos in this system here, in this demo account, so there's nothing that's going to show there, but you would put that there. So that is that. And you can see that we have, anytime you want to sort for the local niche blueprint, because if you have a lot of stuff in there, you just go LNB or anything you want there. I could even just put the number 2, and anything that has a number 2 in it, like Doomsday 2.0, is going to also show there because it has a 2 in it. But you can sort that way. So you have the done for your niches: legal, financial planning, accounting, architecture, plumbing, transportation, pawn shop, landscaping, chiropractic, dental, laser eye, and weight loss. So each one of these pages is there for you. You will need to do a couple things. So you're going to have to assign a URL to the page. And you would open up the page, and you would click on the URL, and you can either use one of their hosted domains here, or you can register your own domain and then point the DNS servers, the domain name servers, to these settings here, ns1.moon-ray.com and ns2, right? And then you would put the domain here. Now, I'm not going to go into a lesson on how to do this. If you need more information on how to do that, there's a link right here, web hosting video help, that you can certainly use for that information. It'll walk you through the process for pointing your own domain. I advise using your own domain and pick something that maybe is niche related, like FloridaPlumberMoney.com or something like that, that has the niche in it, just in the geographic area that you're targeting, or at least the niche, the industry niche or the geographic niche, or a combination of both, right? And I would put that in here, cashforchiropractors.com, or Florida Plumber Money, or Florida Business Review, or Florida Customer Getting Reports. I mean, anything like that that's going to be enticing when you're doing your marketing to drive traffic into your funnel. So this is where you're going to set those settings. It's really the only thing you need to worry about. Everything else is pretty much done for you, and unless you want to swap out your free report cover, which you basically would click here, and you would select the image, and you could basically add a new image, and then just upload your own image, right? Once you get that back from your Fiverr resource. Or you could just use the free report cover that's already here. It's up to you. I've left this generic so that you can use this if you want to. Same with the video. The plumber videos, it does refer to the end customer as a customer. Just like the legal video will refer to them as clients, and the doctor, the eye doctor will refer to as patients and all that. Use the right lingo in the video. So it's up to you. And each headline is slightly changed to be a little bit more related to the niche. Like this one here, 10 warning signs that your plumbing business could be underwater soon. I thought that was kind of funny. But you can change that to be whatever you want. These pages do work well as is, so just keep that in mind. So these are the pages. The autoresponder sequence that gets kicked off when somebody fills out this form is right here under autopilot. So that's where the autoresponder sequences are. And so if I do LNB, you can see the LNB2 are the sequences that get installed. And if I were to look at the free report delivery, I'm going to click the pencil to edit the sequence. Now, one thing you're going to have to do is you're going to need to go in here, and you're going to need you will need to set the download link for the free report. And that's where it says free report path, right? So this will automatically insert a free report path, but you need to know what that path is, right? This will automatically insert it just like it inserts first name when the email gets sent and the free report name. But these are all things that need to be set. So I'm going to show you how to set those up. So to set that up, you're going to go up to Admin. You're going to go to Manage Smart Forms. And this is where the smart forms are that are on the landing pages. Close this box. I'm going to sort LNB. And let's say I'm working on the plumber smart form. Here it is right here, plumbing. I'm going to do the pencil to edit. Now, here's what the form looks like, right? It gets put on the landing page. Up under the settings, click on settings. It's a single opt-in. That means they don't have to do a confirmation when they fill it out. It goes straight to the default thank you page. You can certainly create your own thank you page if you want to, which eventually is a good idea because you can put your contact info on there or some sort of an offer. But for now, this is great. When somebody fills the form out, they are going to be tagged as the free report request and tagged for plumbing because this is the plumbing web form. Oops. They're also going to be put into these 4 sequences. Those 4 sequences that I showed you up under the green tab, the 30-day email sequence, the webinar registration sequence, and the free book offer sequence, and the free report delivery sequence. Now, if you don't have a book or a webinar yet, that's fine. You could just delete these out for now, and you can always add them back in later and just concentrate on the 30-day email sequence and the free report delivery. Now, here is what's called a rule. Now, the rule gets executed when somebody fills out the web form, and it does certain settings to make the contact record niche specific. When I say niche specific, I'm talking about in the contacts. If I click on Ed Downs and I come in here, you're going to see under the section Local Niche Blueprint, right? The niche, the customer type, the business type, free report name, and free report path. So the niche is where you would put like the word plumbing. Customer type would be either patient, customer, or client. Business type would be either a firm, a business, or practice. And then free report name is where you put the name of the free report. Free report path is where you put the path to download the free report. So you got that? So basically, this is where those settings get inserted when somebody fills out the form. These rules are kicked off, and when those rules are kicked off, it populates those fields in the contact record so that those fields can be used later. Just makes the system more flexible and versatile. So what gets set in there? Well, it changes the customer type to customer because remember we're dealing with plumbing, so we want it to be customer and not patient. It changes business type to business because it's not a firm or a practice, it's a business because it's plumbing business. It changes the niche field to be plumbing, and then it changes the free report. Well, we have to put something in here, and we have to put a path in here. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do the change me, and I'm going to this is a one-time thing. You change this once. I'm going to call this PLUMBER free report. Ugh. There we go. Plumber free report. So now in the emails, and I'm going to show you where this gets inserted, when somebody gets an email for the free report, this will automatically get inserted as the title. Now, if we were in the lawyer web form, this would be set to client, this would be set to firm, this would be set to legal, so it'll be a legal firm, right, or legal client, and then you'd put the name of the free report in there. Now, the free report path, this is where with the link that they're going to click to download the free report. Now, let me show you where we're going to get that. So once you're done editing your free report, you're going to convert it to a PDF file. Now you can host that anywhere you want, but what I recommend is you host it right in your SendPepper account. So you're going to click Admin, and you're going to go up in here to the File Manager. Where's the file? Oh, there it is over here on the right. File Manager, and then you're just going to upload it to here. So you can see I've got a couple of free reports already uploaded. Well, once you upload these, you can grab a link. So the little arrow over on the right here, if you click that, it gives you this link right here, right? So you can copy that link and then go back into the rule for the smart form and go to change me, and you can go ahead and just paste that right in there. So now, whenever they click the free report, it'll download. Now that's just one way to do it. And then you can save. Once you save this, it's saved forever for this particular niche, the plumbing niche, right? And then you would save. And you can do that. You do it for each niche that you're going to serve. You'll have a different free report for each one, and different web forms. So you're going to change those values. And the reason we do that is so that when you are doing the free report delivery, it's going to then insert those fields where needed. So it's going to insert, when the email gets sent, it's going to insert first name, because that's what it's being sent to. Thanks for requesting my free report. Boom, this is where the free report name gets put in, or the title, automatically inserted that you already put in the web form. Because once you edit those settings in the web form, every time somebody fills out that particular web form, those fields get filled in their contact record. So when they get sent emails, these emails get put together on the fly right before they're sent. These fields get filled based on the values that are in their contact record. So free report name, about some critical issues that most business type is going to fill in the word business, and plural at the end, businesses, right? And then you have the free report path is going to insert that download link. Now that download link, right, looks like this, right? Now if you want to clean this up and not have this type of a link that's kind of ugly, which, it's fine, it's clickable, and I don't think people are really going to worry about it. What you can do is you can instead put like click here to download, and then you could select that. Then this little world with the binoculars, you go up here, and then you could paste the URL in here, and then hit submit, and then there it'll be a clickable link that says click here to download. There's just two different ways to do the same thing. So there you have it. These fields get filled on the fly. I'm not going to save this. I'm just going to hit cancel. So these emails that are in in these sequences get pulled from here. These is where all the emails are stored. Um, so we can go in and look at and copy and edit emails at will. Um, you can copy sequences if you want. Like if you were going to do what I just showed you, where you put the words "click here" to download, well then what I would do is I'd make a copy of the sequence for each niche that I'm going to serve, and then put the niche name in there, and then that way you'd have a different one for each one. But it's up to you how you want to do it. And some of this is going to take practice. If you're in marketing, um, if this is the career path or the business choice that you've chosen, then it's your duty to, on a very basic level, learn the tools that you are going to be using to run and automate your business. And this is the primary tool for my business. It basically runs everything, gets run from here. So here's where the emails are. You can create new ones. You can make copies of existing. You can see LNB, free report follow-up number 6, day 19, pain point number 4, and consultation offer. I'm very detailed in my naming conventions, because that way when you're in here, you know that this is part of the Local Niche Blueprint 2.0. You know that it's a free report follow-up. You know that it's number 6 in the series. You know that it should be firing on day 19, and you know it's talking about pain point number 4, and also making a consultation offer. So, just be very detailed in how you name things. I used to name just like DD3 follow-up number 7. Yeah, that's great and all, but I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. So you can see how my naming conventions for my own sanity have evolved over time, and that's the naming conventions that are delivered to you when you install this package code, so that you can actually go in and make heads or tails of what's going on behind the scenes. Same with the autoresponder sequences. You can see here, if it ever opens, that we got LNB, Local Niche Blueprint 2, we got the book offer, we got the 30-day email sequence, we got the free report delivery, and we got the webinar registration. We got those 4 sequences, and each one is going to contain messages from the message tab, right? So if you create a new email, you create it in messages, and then you go in here to the autoresponder sequence, and you would add it by add email. It would create a new one, and you can put them in whatever order you want, and then you would pick the email from the list of messages. See, and this is where the naming conventions come in really handy. After you've built them, you know exactly what order they're going in. You know what days they should be firing, after one another, and so on and so forth. So anyway, I'm going to delete that one. So that is how to install the package code and how to play around with the settings, and give you a little tutorial on navigating in the system here. As you go along, if you have more questions about this, each week for the rest of the program, we can delve into continuing to talk about this stuff if people need it. So anyway, that is what's up with that. So now I'm going to go through and look at some questions that we have in the question box, and then I will open up the airway for people to come on live and ask questions. So let's first see. Joseph says, what is the $2.99 offer for Autopilot that includes SendPepper? Is it $79 a month SendPepper? So you're talking about Local Autopilot. So Local Autopilot is a completely separate and unrelated system to Local Niche Blueprint. When you're a Local Autopilot customer, you do not get Local Niche Blueprint included. Local Autopilot is $199 a month, if that's what you're talking about. Now, if you're talking about Office Autopilot, the $2.99 version, which I'll just go up here and take a look. So when you go in here, and you go in to sign up, we have these versions here. So this is the 79. Then we have the 139 one. Then you have Office Autopilot, which is Hold on. I don't think they'll even allow you to sign up for Office Autopilot anymore. I think you'd have to sign up for SendPepper and then upgrade. That's sort of the back door, because Entreport is replacing Office Autopilot. Actually, Entreport has much more functionality, and they're going to be getting rid of Office Autopilot. SendPepper will be around for a while, but eventually SendPepper will be moved over to Entreport as well. But the Office Autopilot is just the higher the value, the more features and the more contacts you can have and whatnot. The local autopilot it runs in SendPepper, the $79 a month one, and when you sign up for local autopilot at the $199 a month, that includes the Habanero, the $79.99 version of SendPepper is bundled into that cost. And the rest is the monthly fee for using the campaigns that are in that. So let's see. Joe says, do you have an affiliate link for SendPepper? Yes. So in that document, right here, when you click here to get SendPepper, that is an affiliate link. Very open and honest. Yes, we get a little bit of a kickback. You know how affiliate marketing works, right? Actually, Kevin gets the affiliate commission on that. But here it is for everybody who needs it. I just typed it in. Let's see. Michael asks, is the automotive niche complete and ready? Michael, it is not done yet. We're working on it. Stay tuned. It should be done in the next 2 weeks. Okay? So next week's a catch-up week. The week after that, we should be rolling out a separate standalone package code that you can install the automotive niche. We might actually have more than one niche rolling out at the same time. Automotive will be one of those. I don't know what the other ones are yet. So Bonnie says, hi Ed, I invested in local sales automation and have not had the opportunity to review the training material. How does this tie in with this program? That's a great question. So local sales automation is a separate entity, a separate product, but it works very, very tightly with this program. So while you're implementing this program, you should be delving into the local sales automation, because that's going to teach you how to attract, hire, and compensate and train commission-only sales reps and appointment setters. So those folks, you want to have those folks ready to go as soon as your funnel is built. So you probably want to run that, go through that concurrently while you're going through this, because that will, especially a lot of people do not like making follow-up phone calls, and that's a big part of this program, is following up at various points in the funnel to, confirm addresses, to, offer free reports or get people signed up on webinars. There's different scripts that go along very tightly with Local Niche Blueprint. If you don't like doing those things, no problem. Not everybody's good at everything or wants to do everything. You just find somebody who does, and that's very simple. That's what that training does. We have the done-for-you advertisement that you place in Craigslist. It drives people to landing page. In fact, I see Scott Meadows on the call here, and I'm going to put Scott on the spot, and ask him to come on live, because he told me recently had a very good experience with implementing local sales automation to hire. So, Scott, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
I can. I'm so glad to see you on here. Scott is one of my one-on-one coaching students that I work with one-on-one. We've been working together for a while, getting him set up, and not only the local niche blueprint stuff, but also other things outside of that. So Scott's going to be at Summit next week, so we're looking forward to spending some time together and having some fun learning. So Scott, why don't you just give a quick summary of kind of what you did with local sales automation and what you thought of it, if you don't mind?
Absolutely. Basically, the application that you kind of mentioned is that we're trying to hire some. We're actually making the offer to the person tomorrow, just to let you know.
Nice job.
Yeah, it's been great. So a couple months ago, we were looking to hire, and I was trying to outsource that. So I actually contacted a couple of staffing agencies, and to be honest with you, it was a waste of time. They had sent me some poorly qualified people, and let's face it, there aren't a lot of people who have a lot of experience in the stuff that we do, or they're doing it. I mean, they're owning businesses like ours. So it's very uncommon for somebody to have worked in this environment, especially in the small town of Greenville, South Carolina, where I am. So I kind of took matters into my own hands, and I actually created a Craigslist ad. And the problem with creating a Craigslist ad is that when you put a job out there, anybody can get to it, and anybody will apply to it. And that's what happened. So I was spending a lot of time reading a bunch of crap results, to be honest with you. People sending me resumes, people calling me that had no business doing it, to be honest with you. So what I did is I was like, hey, I got this great tool that Ed and I have been working with. So why don't I put some automation? So I actually used a SendPepper landing page. I created my own landing page, and I followed the process that Ed and I mapped out. And we had, based on the number of views to the landing page, we had 560 or so views once we put that on Craigslist. Now, mind you, they were not able to contact us in any other way or respond to the job in any other way than to go to the website that we put up there that was actually the landing page. So out of that 560 some, we had only 25. We set up on that landing page 4 essay questions. Just to let you know, that filtered out 75% of the time wasters. 75%. 75% of the people who may have been calling me, emailing me, possibly stopping by my office. Nobody wanted that. So from that, we actually put in, as soon as they filled out the essay in the form, it shot them it kicked out the autoresponder, and it sent them some other steps that they had to go through. Basically, I was making them jump through a lot of hoops in order to actually get to talk to me. And just to let you know, we had, out of all of the all the people that went to the webpage initially, just 5% did all the things that we asked them to do. And let me tell you, that 5%, it was hard to pick somebody because they were such high-quality candidates. I think about the time that I was wasting talking to people on the phone, getting emails, responding to emails. We did have somebody stop by. All the time that was wasted by not implementing this process. So it was amazing. It saved. I can't tell you the number of hours that it saved me by putting this into place. And what I'll say, Ed, I'm not sure if I told you this or not, but the people that actually went through the process, they they were like, we really like this. We see where you're coming from. They were really impressed with it. And by the way, guys, you can resell this process. I work with the urgent care here, and I talked to them today. This is news to you, Ed. I talked to them today, and the next hiring round that they're going to do, they're going to use us. So we're going to resell that service for them.
That's awesome. What I could do, Scott, for you is I can give you a package code, and then you can just basically, sign them up, get your own affiliate link, sign them up for SendPepper, because it's just going to be valuable for their business for all their marketing.
Right.
And then you can install the admin campaign package code for them, and all you then have to do is really personalize it for them. You don't have to do all the heavy lifting. So
right.
Very, very good, man. So that's really exciting. So yeah, I love my peeps, my one-on-one peeps. We spend a lot of time working on things and experimenting, and actually Scott's getting ready to work with me on some experimentation where we're kind of combining Local Niche Blueprint with Rob Warner's Invisible PPC tool, the Boost My PPC from PPC Profits tool. So we're working on combining those into a sort of a Frankenstein project, and we'll report back how we do on that. But yes, Scott, great talking to you. Really looking forward to seeing you next week. And I hope you have a really great weekend.
Yeah, you too, and thanks again.
All right, yep, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right, so that was Scott, and Scott and I have become great friends over the past year of working together one-on-one. He's, business is just doing really well. They just started, actually just moved into some new office space, so they're expanding and growing and having a really good time. And he's implemented the local niche blueprint process and already getting strategy sessions. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, let me go into the questions here. So we have Joseph asking, would you use 12 different unique domains or one domain with 12 subdomains for each of those different niches? So that's a great question, Joseph. It's really a matter of what you want to do, but I will tell you that if you have a domain for each niche, you're going to have a higher response rate. I've tested it over and over and over again in every possible niche you can think of. If the domain name has either the geographic area or the industry niche, it's going to convert higher than just a generic page. If you have a combination of both, an industry niche and a geographic area, it's going to convert even higher. So the more specified that you can be. But it's up to you. I mean, you can do the unique, the subdomains. The problem with that is, though, if you give them subdomains, then they have options. They can actually go and comb through your website and see everything on your website, which gives them the opportunity to make some judgmental or to come to some judgmental opinions about you or your business before they're in your sales funnel. I am a firm believer is you only reveal just enough information to get somebody to the very next step in your sales process. There's a saying that from Sandler sales training. I don't know if anybody's ever done Sandler sales training. It's called "Don't spill your candy in the lobby," which basically means don't have diarrhea of the mouth or diarrhea of the website. Because you want to like if you look at my website, sevenfiguremarketing.com. Not anywhere on that whatsoever does it say anything about the services that I offer. Not a clue. They have to talk to me in order to in a strategy session, and I have to help them figure out what the problems are that their business is having before I will diagnose and then treat whatever the problem is. I think of myself as a professional, just like a doctor or a lawyer, and the first thing you're going to do is a triage. You're going to figure out what the problem is, make a diagnosis, then you're going to prescribe a treatment. You're not just doctor. You wouldn't go to the doctor, and the doctor wouldn't just say, "Oh, I'm going to give you a measles vaccine or a shot of penicillin or something," before they even looked at you, right? They would just be walking to the doctor. "Oh yeah, before we get started, I'm just going to give you some stitches," right? Well, without even determining if you have a cut or not. So that's the same way with our business. So anyway, that's my rant. So Scott says, we are running several niches at one time. If we are starting one every 3 to 4 months, then how do we ensure that when they fill out the form on the landing page, it goes to the right autoresponder series for that niche? I think you might have typed that in before I walked through the setup, but you were able to see that each web form, there's a different web form for each niche. And when the web form is filled out, it sets those 5 custom fields in the contact record. It fills in those values for that contact. So if they come in through the lawyer web form, then all those fields are filled with lawyer-related jargon that then automatically gets inserted into the emails that are sent. So it's a very, very clean way. You have one set of email messages that are customized for each niche. It's really cool. Instead of having 12 sets of 30-day sequences, it would just be a nightmare trying to manage that. Let's see. David, speaking of the book offer, have you mailed our free copies of your book yet? Yes, those we got our shipment in because we had run out. And those, I believe, went out this week. I'll have to confirm that with Eric, but you should be getting those tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday. But those have gone out. But yeah, we ran out, and we had to order more, and we were just waiting for that to happen. Plus we send them out in bulk. We wait till we receive a certain number of orders before we ship. So it was a combination of that. But those did go out or are going out this week. Let's see. You're gonna love that book, by the way, David. Um, let's see. Messages after you have clients. Can a video sequence be added? Video sequence. I think what you might be asking is, instead of a free report, a video series. You can certainly do that. We're not going to be really delving into that as part of this coaching program, but that's a more advanced topic. We can certainly, if a lot of people are interested in that type of a thing, we can utilize one of our final phone calls at the end, because we're, next week's catch-up calls will be added to the end. So weeks 12 and 13, we're going to have sort of just open air, and most people will be done with everything at that point. We can use those calls for whatever topics you guys want. So you just let me know what topics you want to cover, and I'll make sure I have some material prepared for that. So Joseph, yeah, the earlier question was asking about the autopilot. So yes, the autopilot is $199 a month. It's actually regularly $299, but you guys get a discount of $199 because you're a local niche blueprint customer. But it is separate, and it has like 30 different campaigns in it, everything to run your business, including the one Scott was talking about with the hiring. Those campaigns are in there as well. And then you get every month you get another bonus campaign added for like the whole year. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy value in there. But yes, that is available. I'll give you the link to that if you want to go check it out. So this is the link for you to go to if you're interested in checking that out. It does have a 14-day cancel and refund period on that one, so you can try it out and see if you like it, and then if you don't, you can just either just cancel anytime. You can ask for your money back if you want to on that one. So go check it out. Marcia, can you show us how to set up own landing pages and how many we need to do for each niche? So yeah, we covered that basically in when I showed you those landing pages. There's a landing page for each niche, so it's already done for you. You can certainly create your own if you want. There's plenty of training in the SendPepper software. They have tons of videos in their knowledge base. So if you need to learn how to create a landing page, that's the resource I'll direct you to. But as far as the done-for-you niches, it's already done for you. Let's see. Will you turn this into an affiliate product for us to sell? Joseph, yes. We are actually in the process of creating a product version of this coaching program. It will not include the coaching. It will just have the videos and the material, and that should be released the week after next. And I will talk to Kevin about whether or not we're going to have an affiliate program on that. I think we are, but I'll have to check with Kevin on that. So stay tuned. Is there a masterclass offered in local sales automation? One-time offer, but after paying one-time offer, can't seem to figure out how to get into the masterclass. You can do a ticket at support@nitrosupport.com, and Wade will get you all hooked up. Let's see. Marcia says, when do we get the scripts for the follow-up calls and the sequence of when to make the calls? Let's see. Those are in local sales automation. I will add those to the. Let's see. I will add those to the module for downloads after this call today. So you'll have those diagrams with the phone scripts. Up until now, those are really part of local sales automation. Those are the scripts that a appointment setter would use, but you know what? Might as well have them in both places. So I'll make sure that those get added to Module 4 today. Bonnie says, I use the template provided on qzx900 and have received a few applications. As a matter of fact, I am meeting one of those candidates today. Nice, Bonnie. That's great. You know, it's so great when you get commission-only sales reps and commission-only appointment setters on board, because you're only paying them if they produce, and you only are going to get the ones that see the value in what you're doing and see their ability to sell it, because otherwise they wouldn't work for commission, right? You're only going to get the cream of the crop when you start talking about commission only. People that try to strong arm you into a salary or say, oh, a temporary salary or anything like that, I've never seen it work well in sales. Let's see. Joseph says, what service is Scott referring to as a part of local sales automation? Yes. So, Joseph, local sales automation, that's what Scott was referring to in the hiring process. Everything from the ad that you place to setting up the landing page to the follow-up sequence, all that stuff for sales reps, appointment setters, and admin assistants. Joseph saying, see if I understand, each niche equivalent to a static sales funnel. Yes, so Joseph, think of it this way, right? Each niche that you are rolling out should, at first contact with your prospect should be very, very individualized. If they go to your website and just see like 12 niches listed there, they're going to be like, oh, okay, this is just one of many niches that he specializes in, right? But if you say, hey, the only visibility they have at first, or that in my industry, and they're going to be much more responsive, and you can you can charge higher rates. Let's see. Jonita says, can't find the form with the send pepper code. I think you're referring to the PDF document that's called LNB package code 2-0.pdf. I handed that off to Wade and Liz yesterday to upload into the member site. If it's not there yet, just stay tuned. It's going to be up there today or tomorrow. Should be there now, and it would be in Module 4. Let's see. Again, we have some repeat questions, so I'm not going to go through those again. Don says, how did you get your clients to shoot those videos on Seven Figure Marketing? They look great. Oh, thank you. Luckily, those were all local business owners in Florida when I lived in Florida, and I actually went to their office with a little 1080p high-def handheld video camera and a wireless mic, and recorded those videos. So a couple of them are ultra high quality, but a couple of them are not. Or were just done with iPhone. I would rather get a testimonial video with somebody just talking into their iPhone. I'd rather get that than nothing at all. It's so hard to get testimonials. I ask people all the time for testimonials, and you know what? Only like 1 out of 10 people ever comes through on it. It's sad, but it's true. You do all the best stuff in the world for them, And unfortunately, it's really people are either shy or they just don't get around to it, or they don't realize how important it is for your business. But I keep asking, and I'm not shy about it at all. So you end up getting videos over time. And anytime you hear a client say something nice, say, hey, would you mind just texting me a 10-second video talking about that? It's fine. It's great. And some videos are gonna be higher quality than others. So yeah, thanks for noticing that. I'm very proud of the testimonial that we've gotten. Let's see. Will there be a replay? Yes, this is being recorded, and we now have a new policy that the videos have to be in the member site by close of business on Friday. So that's a policy that we set because we were inconsistent in getting them up there. So Kevin made a call and said, hey, by close of business Friday, they got to be loaded. To me, the close of business Friday is California time, because us folks on the East Coast, it gives us a few extra hours to get stuff done. Let's see. More repeat questions. Don asked, did you shoot the testimony videos on your website or at their business, or have them come in or send in the video? So yeah, I just went to their office. I would never. It would be really hard to get them to come to my office to shoot a testimonial video. I'd have to beg them or bribe them. Actually, I could probably offer them lunch or something. Let's see, Don, is this the right site? 7figuremarketing.com. Yes, that's it. So when you go to my site, please don't fill out my forms. Just as a courtesy, I'm already giving you everything that I use as part of this program. You're learning exactly what I do in my own business. But when you fill out my forms, it really messes up my statistics and my analytics that I use for tracking. So don't. If you have a question, ask, and if you need something, ask, and I will provide. Just as a courtesy, it's a request. And of course, if you do fill out the forms, I will know who you are, because in order to get anything, you'd have to put your email address in, and you'll be on the naughty list. So consider yourself warned. So let's see. I guess that's it on questions. Does anybody want to come on live and ask a question, or have we beaten this horse to death this week? Okay, going once, twice, three times. So yeah, this is like I said, this has been this past week, actually past week and a half, have been really busy weeks, and with my getting ready for the events next week, both events, and also my daughter having her appendix taken out. It was just been a crazy week. So those of you that are waiting for me to get back to you and I haven't, I apologize. I hope to be caught up by tomorrow. It's been a very draining and stressful week and a half for me. So just bear with me. I'll have my brain back and my head out of the clouds here very quickly. But as always, I appreciate every single one of you, and I love the time that we have together. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to send me an email. Let me ask a question. Since we're not doing a call next week, since I'll be in local summit, first of all, I want to know on this call who's coming to summit next week, because I want to make sure that I know who's coming so that I can make sure that we are able to spend some time together and get to know each other. And also, what are you going to do between now and our next call, which is the week after next? Because next week's a catch-up week, and instead of having the call next week, we're going to tack the call onto the end of the program, so we'll have a week 12 and 13 call. So next week's a catch-up week without a call. What are you going to do this week to take action? This week and next week. So I want you to go ahead and type that in. let's see, Scott's going to be at Summit. Sherry's going to be there. I think I saw Mark Shriver. I said he was going to be there, I believe, and so this is going to be pretty awesome. I know. Let's see, Jim Markey's going to be there. Allison is going to be there. So I'm going to have, I think, eight of my one-on-one coaching students are going to be there, and a whole bunch of folks from the small group coaching, local niche blueprint coaching program as well. This is going to be really exciting. So very exciting. Let's see, Joseph. Me and my partner Kim McLaren will be in Phoenix. We'll load in the 12 niches before then, hopefully. Awesome. All right, Joseph. Mark saying, yeah, he wants to get a coaching call with Ed. Yes, Mark, I owe you a call. Actually, Mark, if you want, we can do something for tomorrow, because actually tomorrow is my home office day. I have 0 on my calendar. It's just a catch-up day. So I can, although my schedule is closed, I can open up a session for you for tomorrow. Mark's also one of my one-on-one students as well. Let's see. Janita's going to set up a Sandpepper niches and would like to meet me at Summit. Awesome. Oh my God, there's going to be a whole bunch of people here. Marcia is going to get all the Sandpepper work done for the niche. Beautiful. Arena unfortunately can't make it to Arizona. Unfortunately, yeah, that's too bad, but that's fine. We'll have some time here together, and we can do some one-on-one in the near future as well, Arena. And Mark says tomorrow works great, so that's perfect, Mark. Just send me an email as to what time works for you, and I can accommodate just about any time tomorrow. So I owe you a call, as well as your guy Jonathan as well, just to kind of get caught up this week. Okay, I guess that's it for everybody. I'm real excited. This call went a little longer today, but I really wanted to walk you through the process of installing the package code step by step, so that everybody, not only do you have written instructions step by step, but also you have the video to go by as well, and you can use the two together. I'd recommend just print this off, have it sitting next to you, go through it. One little trick that I use in my Sandpepper, which you got to be careful of, is you can actually open more than one tab, right? So I can right-click, open a new tab, right? I could right-click, open a new tab. So I can have a one open for the sequences, one open for landing pages. Just be careful, though, because you can save something in one place or close a tab without saving. Just be careful and mindful. Have one tab that you're primarily doing things with, and then the other tab's really for the purposes of copying and pasting from one part to another. So just a little tidbit there. Just be careful and mindful of the fact that you have multiple sessions open in your application. But it's just a little trick if you're moving stuff from one place into another, or copying things, or you need to reference something that's elsewhere in the system. That's a great way to do it. So anyway, I'm going to shut my long-winded trap here and hop off the phone. Two of my one-on-one students are taking their exam right now for Entreport, to be Entreport certified. So that's Patrick Hanley and James Markey. They're both right now doing a system build in Entreport, which is Sandpepper, and their exam goes about another half an hour. So hopefully they will both be successful and pass. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I will talk to you very soon. And Arena, you can talk to support about that question about local autopilot and signing up. You can go right to the localautopilot.com and sign up there, or you can go to support@nitrosupport.com and talk to Wade about it as well, and he can help you get set up. So anyway, guys, have a great week, and I will talk to you very shortly. Bye.